Hello you all and welcome to another battle report. This is the first game of the Universal Battle Tournament and I am facing Dread Elves for the first time. So let's just quick walk over my list. I have from the left I have a Salamander who spits venom. I have my Temple Guard with the banner of Moxie. In there I have my Warlord, also General, 1-up save, 4-up ward and Sword of Might. So +1 strength. I then in the ruin have a unit of Skink Hunters, Blowpipes, with my BSB, my Priest with Scroll, and my Priest with Fire Rain. They both have the signature from Lord of Heaven, the Blizzard spell. Then I have a unit of Warriors with Spears. Then I have my double Triscutus, one with the Snake Altar and one with the Last Cannon. And then I have my Ancient Taurosaurus with the Engine of the Ancients and Sharpened Horn upgrade. I have a unit of Skinks Yev with 2 captains in it and no upgrades on them. Unit of Skink Braves and the Salamander Spitfire Fire, and 3 units of Chameleons have scouted a bit in front of my line. And for the Dark Elves list, to start from the left, he have an Exalted Oracle level 3 with Path of Black magic. You have the signature spell, which give them +1 strength, and Freezing Glade, which d6 strength 4. You can boost it to. No, you cannot boost it. You can get either 1 extra d6 or d3 minus the ability skill, and Mark of Fear. Unit cannot use Inspiring Prescient or Hold the Line special rule. We also have Obsidian Stone, Ring of Shadow, which didn't really come into matter this game. He then have a BSB in that with the Dreadfleet standard, which give those units +1 strength. In that Corsair unit with standard of Discipline, you have a unit of Dark Riders who have vanguarded forward a bit. 2 Dread Reaper, who is upgrade extra shot on them. In the back you have a Exalted Oracle level 3 with Heavens, the signature spell, the Thunderbolt and the Comet, and Book of 1000 Incantations. So he actually chose what spell he wanted and took them in a unit of, I think those are Corsairs as well. Then he have his big Death Star, which in our deployment we started deploying 1 unit each until he realized I have much more drop than he just dropped everything, and then I deployed all my important stuff on the other side of that unit because I don't want to face that in combat. He have 2 assassin, both with the Nightshade, which is a very brutal weapon, I think, especially if you face monster and stuff like that. One have Obsidian Nullstone and the other one have Charm of the Cursed Iron. And the Tower Guards got the Bloody Banner. Let's see what that one did. It doesn't really matter. Some kind of buff, I think. He also have a Dread Reaper with extra shot in the wood, and another unit of Dark Riders in that forest. And well, we started deploying, and since he had his army deployed before me, he got plus like 7-8 on his roll, and he won that roll, of course. So here you can see what he did on his turn. He didn't move too much aggressively up. You can see his Black Tower Guard pushes up a bit, but otherwise he pretty much stays still. His bunker also move up on the hill to give line of sight. And well, in magic phase he got a 12 dice magic phase. So we did manage to get through the missile from Black Magic on my skink bunker and killing 9 of my skinks, unfortunately. And also that red dot is a comet. Shooting phase, I don't think he did anything. He actually missed with everything. The signature from the black magic killed one of my chameleon skinks, but otherwise not much happened. So over to the lizardman first turn. So well, lizardman's turn. Basically what I did, I pushed my chameleon skinks to shoot some dart at him. I figured the one to the right to maybe take out one or two of those in the forest, hopefully. Even if he charges me, I will kill someone saying shoot, and hopefully he will fail his panic check. Otherwise, my other chameleon skinks in the forest move up to shoot at his other fast cab. The same plan over there. And the chameleon skinks in the middle move up to shoot at his black tower guard, and hopefully he will charge them, and I will just flee. Otherwise, movement, I pushes up my temple guard. Since they're stubborn, I'm now fear of going through the forest. Otherwise, I stay back with most of my things. The tanks move up to buff those Saurus spearmen, which also take in the two skink priest in it. And the BSP moves into the temple guard to get some protection from there. And my other skinks is moving close up to my left corner and will stay there for the whole rest of the game because I want to conserve that 40-ish point he's saving. And magic phase, I did manage to push through Blizzard on one of his ballistas, but otherwise not much happened in my turn. Well, for the Dread Elves, second turn, you can see his fast cap has charged my chameleon skinks. We have the cult of Yama, so we have armor piercing and stuff on them, so they're very brutal, rerolling one, hitting basically on one, so 1, 2 plus in most combat, so that's pretty brutal. You can see actually in the forest he really fluffed and my chameleon skinks stick because I'm stubborn in the forest. Otherwise his others pretty easily killed me. Otherwise he did kill some Saurus with the comet, did a wound on the last cannon Triscutus, and some temple guards died, I think. The salamander suffers a wound from one of the black Path of Black spells, the missile, and otherwise my chameleon skinks in the middle suffer from shooting casualties from the bolt throwers, but otherwise, yeah, he reformed his tower guard to move them over to the other side. Yeah, and that's his second turn. Well, for the Saurian Ancient's second turn, you can see to the right I have moved my skink absolutely up to the corner, and hopefully my opponent will just forget about him for the rest of the game, and he pretty much will. Otherwise my salamander charged into those Dark Riders, but he killed my chameleon skinks and I did some wounds to him. He lost by 1 because I have a charge and weave stick. Otherwise temple guard move up to the middle, also the Saurian warriors move up, the Triscutus move up a bit to buff those Saurus warriors. My skinks with the skink captain still because I don't really have a plan for them yet. My skink braves actually pushes forward and will move towards his bolt thrower together with the salamander, who actually move up to shoot at his Dark Riders, killing 3 of them, but he passes panic check. My plan with the skink braves is actually move them up closer to his bolt thrower, so he will just feel like he will take those 70-point bolt thrower. But my plan with them is actually turn them in turn 5, conga line them into within those. We're playing the center line objective, so I will just conga line them into that objective and take it for the final turn 6, because I got the second turn, so I can just do that, and that's my plan for them. Otherwise, you can see really sloppy with my chameleon skinks. So I pushes them up 12 inches and put them out of arc of everything. Yeah, I no excuse for that one. It's just sloppy for my part, unfortunately. But yeah, they would probably not do anything. I couldn't roll. I rolled like 20 dice. Last turn didn't roll even a single 6, so yeah, it wouldn't probably have done anything anyway. So yeah, that's the Saurian Ancient's second turn. I don't think I got any magic through at all, unfortunately, but that's... oh yeah, I did actually get off the last cannon on his bolt thrower on the hill. You can see it's missing now, so I did kill that thing at least, and that gave me my Saurus plus 1 leadership. Well, for Dread Elf, turn 3. Well, you can see here, not a lot happened actually. His Dark Rider charges my Salamander, he did 1 wound to me, I did a wound to him. I lost by 1, but I stand. Otherwise, let's see, my Dark Rider and my Salamander in the forest still fighting it out with a draw, and he didn't get any magic off. His Bolt Thrower killed my Chameleon Skink, and he pushes his Black Tower Guards closer to my line, and his Crusaders in the back are moving backwards. He also received a miscast with his level 3 Heaven Mage, suffering wound and killing 3 Crusaders. With the miscast he managed to kill a Temple Guard with the Lightning Bolt spell. Well, for Dinosaur, turn 3, you can see in the forest my Salamander managed to kill his Dark Rider, and in combat. Also I moved my BSB out of my Temple Guard units to push them up to face of the Crusader. Actually here I thought that my Saurian warrior could not be charged by his Black Tower Guard, but that is actually wrong, because that I think is the biggest problem with Universal Battle, is that it's hard to see, and especially if you don't have Skype. I hate writing, so I just take it obviously that he couldn't, but he actually can, unfortunately, and you will see what will happen in turn 4. So what I spend my magic phase doing is buffing the shit out of my Temple Guard. I give them the Nurgle bounce spell from the Triscutus, also giving them the attribute, so they have toughness 5 now, which is great. Otherwise I get off the Blizzard on his Black Tower Guards with a miscast, so my level 1 priest suffers a wound, and yeah, you can also see on the right I move my Skinks. If my Salamander would fail to do anything, they will just be able to fight off his Dark Rider, but my Salamander did manage to kill that Dark Rider. My Skink unit move up to get closer to his Bolt Thrower. Still the plan in mind to just conga line them in to take the objective last turn if I have the ability to do so. And yeah, that's basically what I did for my turn 3. Well, for the Dread Elf, turn 4, his Black Tower Guard charges my Saurus, and yeah, it turns out he could charge them, so I choose to just flee, and he didn't redirect, so we ended up over there. And yeah, otherwise not much in the movement. Shooting, I think he might have killed some Skink Braves, but that's it. Magic, I think now it's the time I used my scroll, to be honest, so he didn't get anything through at all. And yeah, not much more happens. Well, for Saurian Ancient's 4th turn, I rally my Saurus in the ruin. I pushes up my Skink Brave close to the Ballista to try to trick him, and otherwise I move my Salamander who spit fire behind the hill together with the Skinks to get them out of shooting range, because I realized I cannot really do much with them. The Salamander have suffered 2 wounds now. Actually move up and spit poison on his Tower Guard, killing like 2 of those guys. Otherwise, I get off a Ice Shard Blizzard on his Black Tower Guard, but yeah, he dispels the rest. So that's my turn. I'm still waiting for that Black Tower Guard to charge my Temple Guard, and that will be a risky fight. So I'm not sure if he will risk it. My plan is they will be stubborn, and then I will flank charge him with my monsters. Well, Dread Elves turn 5. What he did was he pushes up a bit with his units, Black Tower Guard at least, otherwise he has to stay back. Magic phase, you can see a red dot on top of my Taurosaurus. That's a comet he got through with a miscast. That's why his Crusader's bunker is taking some heavy losses. But otherwise, yeah, not much happened in his turn 5. So let's move over to the dinosaurs turn 5. So for the Saurian on turn 5, I actually don't want his Tower Guard to charge as my Temple Guard now, because my Temple Guard is greatly depleted. So I just throw out my level 1 in front of his Black Guard to stop them from doing so. Also my Snake Altar Triscutus. My Saurus Warrior in the ruin move up closer to that the center line, together with the Skink Braves who also move closer to the center line. Otherwise my Skink Skirmisher, I push them a bit forward to hopefully in the last turn just march up with them and shoot down his Ballista. That's my plan with those Skinks. Otherwise, magic, I don't think I get anything at all off. I tried to use the last cannon and the ruby ring on his bunker, but he uses his scroll this turn, I think, and stop the other one. So no magic for me this turn. So well, in Dread of turn 6, he did not charge anything with his Black Tower Guard, because he was probably afraid of a flank shot from the Temple Guard or something like that. But otherwise, yeah, his bunker backs down from the hill to get out of sight from my units. He did in the magic phase, I think, actually managed to kill enough Skink Braves to break them, and then it throws his Ballistas bolters into them, and now I only have 3 dudes left and they are running, unfortunately. And yeah guys, that's actually his final turn. I don't think any more of note has actually happened, so over to the dinosaurs' 6th turn. So for Saurian Ancient's final turn, not much happened. My Skink Braves continue fleeing. My Skink Hunters move up to throw some Javelins at his Ballista and did a wound to that thing. Otherwise my level 1 run up to throw his Fireball at the Crusaders, but he dispelled that. Otherwise my dinosaurs move as far away from the comet as possible. And you can see the bullshit I have done with my Temple Guard and Saurus Warrior. I conga line them to get within 6 of that objective, and that's why I have more units within 6 inches from his from the center than he does. So I score 500 extra victory points for that. Unfortunately, when the comet strikes down, he killed enough Saurian Temple Guards to score half the point for that. So in the end I took like 800 points and he took like 700 points, so it's a draw actually. So yeah, a nice game, very nice opponent. Unfortunately we couldn't use Skype because he have a kid sleeping, unfortunately, but it was a very great game. Very nice opponent. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this very special report from the tournament. I know unfortunately it isn't as aesthetically pleasing as a normal battle report, but it's kind of cool to see the tactic from this game, and this is also the list I want to try out the game without the slan for this tournament play, and I think it did fairly well actually. I like having the slan I don't have to worry about my mages dying. But yeah, this also worked very cool. Yeah, if you have any question, post them below and I will try to answer them as soon as I can. Feel free to like and start subscribing if you want to see more of this. And that's it. Have a nice one.